Also on the blog at the950.com, the Outlaw Dave blog, the latest installment from our ongoing conversation and lessons from Dr. Love. Dr. Love's upcoming lesson plan for today, my friends, is, well, I would be remiss if I didn't say that it was something that was sort of along the lines of stuff we talked about last week. Last week, we talked about how men's egos get in their way from understanding or reading the situation properly. If you remember, the doctor talked about our idea of persistence being necessarily a good thing as we wore women down. And Doc Love pointed out that perhaps if a woman says no 6 times, our persistence is really not cute. It's more of stalking. But this week, the lesson plan is how to stop being the nice guy. Because as the prophet William Hicks once said, chicks dig jerks. Just seems to be the way it is. Chicks dig jerks. And he's got some keys to overcoming the nice guy syndrome without really turning you into a jerk. And we'll talk to him in a few minutes coming up. As I say, the lesson plan is already posted on the blog. He is our relationship expert, internationally renowned, nationally acclaimed, and oftentimes controversial. Right now, this week on the program, we're talking about, well, women don't like nice guys, and how can you be not a nice guy? Doc Love, welcome to the program, Daddy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, brother. How are you?
Good.
So women don't really like the nice guys.
No, they don't. And let me just backpedal here a little bit. There's 2 types of guys. There's the wimp, who we call the nice guy, who women call the nice guy.
The doormat.
And then there's also the doormat, happy to be there. And then the other guy is the macho boy, the bad boy. And he runs everything. He tells her what to wear. He says, we're going to go to this show. We're going to do this and this. And in the beginning stages, she likes this because he takes control. But then when she wants to go do something, he says, nope, I'm in charge. I'm the dictator. That's macho boy. Now, that's a very, very small percentage of men, probably 10 to 15%. But the other problem is what I call the nice guy. He's got a good job. He's a good guy. He wants to get married, settle down. But he has no idea how the female mind works mentally. So what he's going to do is every time she wants to do something, he's going to say yes because he gets time in with her. Therefore, she'll love him more. But the problem is interest level is built on respect. And the wimp can never say the N-word, no. He'll never say no to her. She's, my computer's down. Could you stop over on the way from work? And, oh, yeah, I'll come back, and I'll be happy to fix it. The macho boy would say, you got yellow pages. Look up a computer guy. I don't do that. I'm here to make you happy and fall in love with you. I'm not here to fix your stuff. Or she'll say to the wimp, hey, why don't you come over and help me? I got some new wax. I don't know how to use it on my car. Oh, great. She's gonna allow me to wax her car next Saturday. Aren't I lucky? This is his mentality. I'm getting time in. But he doesn't know he's being used, and she can't respect him. So what this guy has to do is he has to become a challenge, which he has no concept of what that means. And he's not going to give her excessive compliments. He's going to call her. He's going to wait 5 to 9 days. He's not going to call her the next day and say, did you have a fun time? I had a fun time. He's not going to be too available. And especially after the first date, she cannot say to herself, well, here's another turkey I got that loves me. If she says that, you're a wimp and you're out.
Now, but this is for the beginning part of the courtship process, right?
Even after 40 years of marriage.
Really?
Yeah, really.
You won't wax the car. You won't help her with the computer.
Oh, no. I'll bring over my car. My car. We'll do them both. Oh, well, we don't have enough time. Maybe we'll do it some other time.
Bottom line is, relationships are about strategy.
It's about tactics and strategy and power. After the first lovey-dovey 6-8 weeks of kissing and all that stuff goes by, it finally goes down to who's going to be calling the shots The one with the lower interest level calls the shots. If the man's interest level is 95 and hers is 75, she's the boss. I don't want a boss per se. I want both sides to compromise. But I stack the deck. Number one, you're going to give me a flexible giver as far as her personality, and two, her interest level is in the 90s, and you're going to keep your interest level in the 80s. Now we'll have a balance of power, and we're able to compromise where both parties are happy.
But in the end, and I remember when we first started talking about the system that you have for male-female relations, who is it that can't be too happy? A woman can't be too happy in the relationship, right? Is that what it is? Or is
if she gets her way all the time, he calls too much, he gives her presents too soon. Women fall in love slower, and they want to wonder, they want to ponder, they want to know how many girls are chasing you. Well, the wimp doesn't have it. Even if he had 5, he would never talk about it or bring it up or say he's busy because he's too happy to be there. He's too predictable. And when you get a girl's home phone number and you wait 5 to 9 days, no guy does that. See, the number one complaint I've got in my 10,000 interviews from women is this, is that women come on men come on too heavy and too fast. So what does the system do? The system slows everything down, in fact, to the point where it's slower than she wants. And that is what's called challenge. 95% of the guys call in the next 2 days. They get a home phone number on Sunday at a party or a business meeting. They're calling Monday and Tuesday. And I'm saying wait 5 to 9 days. Your structured women, hard-headed women, your feministas, they won't go out with you. Because he didn't call me right away. Well, she's got a secret agenda. Maybe the guy's had a life and has got a life. Maybe he's moving. Maybe he's doing extra projects for his wife. For his wife, yeah.
Yeah, because he's just looking for a hookup.
Yeah.
Now, is there a different strategy if you're involved in like a marriage, or if you've got a steady girlfriend and you're just out looking up for some short dalliances, one night stands, brief torrid affairs, and there are women out there that are receptive to that.
Yeah, some are. Yeah.
Is there a different?
My system is about the long haul. It's when you see the keeper and you say, Doc, I don't want to lose this one. What do I do? I'm going to show you how to properly approach and handle this, so this girl will rob banks for you.
Right. Okay. Now, but you don't want to rob banks for her, though, right?
No. I'm just going to drive the car.
You're a scallywag. All right, my brother. Your show is on 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Fridays at your website, doclove.com. We've posted this week's lesson plan on the blog at the950.com. It's the Outlaw Dave blog. And every week you bring to us another aspect of your overall plan called the system. You are a dating expert with over 10,000 hours and over 10,000 women interviewed. Basically, you let all these women unpack all their baggage, and you secretly took notes and crafted a plan rather than just nodding and saying.
I've interviewed thousands of women. I wrote up little 3x5 cards, and I made stacks of them. And then all of a sudden, I saw these principles starting to evolve. She wants a guy that has a life. She wants a guy that's popular with a lot of women, and she wants to fight to get you. She doesn't want you to hand yourself to her on a plate. Say, here I am. I'll do anything you want. Will you be my mama?
If you're just looking for telltale symptoms on how to score a quick one-night stand, this is not the plan. This is for, as you say, long-term relationships.
Some of the principles work.
No, I'm just saying, there's that list of Asian women that dye their hair blonde, the tramp stamp, alternative piercing. These are things for slutty girls. If you want to find the girl on a pedestal, the girl that is the keeper, the girl that's looking for Mr. Right, and you want to be Mr. Wonderful, the system is for you. Doc, we always appreciate your perspective and your time.
Thank you for having me on. It's an honor and a pleasure. Thank you, Dave.
The Doc Love. DocLove.com. Don't you forget Fridays, 6 p.m. on the website, Internet radio at its finest.